Now, the vast majority, approximately 95% of the people of all countries, go around and around without aim or purpose. They drift with the circumstances of life, good or bad.
A drifter is one who permits himself to be influenced and controlled by circumstances outside of his own mind.
Whereas the successful individuals create their own circumstances and ride them to victory.
When you're on purpose, you're living on purpose. You will never quit if you have a real purpose.
A burning desire to be and to do is the starting point from which the dreamer must take off. But what I have done has been recorded, it's been tested, it's being taken to a free world, and it's going to benefit millions of people who are not yet born.
And it's going to benefit millions of people who are not yet born. We're some of those people that we're spreading this to the world. As your awareness grows, the doubt is gone so that you can manifest whatever it is your heart desires. Isn't that beautiful? Well, hello everyone. Welcome back. I'm so happy to be back here, and I'm so happy to introduce you to someone very special, someone who I have gotten to know over the last couple of months very, very well. And this is the incredible, the amazing Christina Westergaard, all the way from Denmark, who is also the president now of the Danish division. Welcome, Christina.
Thank you. I'm so grateful to be here. It's amazing to be here.
We're so
and
grateful.
So many amazing comments. Thank you so much, all of you.
Yes. Give lots of love. We have one other friend here that we want to introduce you to. And we're going to tell you, Christina's going to tell you an incredible story today. You're going to get chills. Don't miss a moment. Get your notepads ready and really dissect what Christina has done. She is what I call a master manifester. And we have a little friend. This is Caramel, otherwise known as
Amigos.
Amigos. So this is the Napoleon Hill Institute. She's our little mascot, and we all love her dearly. This is Caramel, known as Amigos. And Christina, she got to meet her in person, and they became really good friends, right?
Yes.
So, definitely. Christina, you're probably the top coach at Napoleon Hill Institute as far as results is concerned. You've already grown your coaching business rapidly in a very short period of time. And you remind me of myself. I'm a little bit older than you, only a couple of months. No, probably a lot older than you. But, there's not many people can do what you did. And what I would love for you to do today is to share your experience, tell everyone your story, what it was like, and where you are today. And where are you going? So would you give us that honor and just share with us your journey?
Yes, I would love to.
Awesome.
How do I put up my slides? Thank you. All right. So, I'm talking to all of you, and I know that there's an inner child in all of us. So I want to start with when I was a child, because I was a little girl. When I had to think about my story today, I was reminded of my inner child, the little version of myself. And she had so big thoughts when I'm actually thinking about it. But that was before all the conditioning, all the programming. And I know that a part of you also had big thoughts when you were a child. So I want to talk to that inner child today, because I want to remind you of who you are. So when I was a little child, when I was 6 years old, I remember I had a thought because I lost my grandmother when I was 6 years old. And that's actually where I had the first thought that I can remember, where I thought, I'm going to do big things. I'm going to help people, because I couldn't help my grandmother. So I wanted to help where I could help, right? So that's why I brought this image with me today. So a little girl with big thoughts. Later in life, I came to this sentence. This was the first time I realized your mind cannot tell the difference between what is real and what is imagined. I was 18 years old when I saw this sentence. I read it in a book when I was starting on my degree as a hypnosis psychotherapist. And my mind was just blown. I was like, your mind cannot tell the difference between what is real and what is imagined. Do you know what that means? That means that we can go to our imagination and we can create exactly the life we want, and then it can be realized because our mind cannot tell the difference between what is real and what is imagined. And that is what I love, and that is why I brought the picture of me when I was a child, because we all had so beautiful visions when we were children. We imagined great things, but then suddenly we allowed the circumstances to talk us down, to let people tell us that we cannot do some things in our lives. But that's not true. That's really not true. And that is also why it's so important to bring this topic when we talk about peace of mind. Because when we have peace of mind, we do not allow the noise outside of us dictate our results. Okay? We do not allow that. So remember this sentence, your mind cannot tell the difference between what is real and what is imagined. So we can create everything that we can imagine in our minds. So I did my hypnosis psychotherapist degree, and then I had my little clinic when I got clients. Then I realized one day when I had clients, then I was like, Christina, you are so good at telling people. I was so good. I was an expert actually at telling people what to do, but I didn't do it myself. I didn't do it myself. So I asked myself, are you leading by example, Christina? And then I was like, no. I knew all this stuff because I had NLP, I got hypnosis now, and then I got mindfulness and all these certificates. I think I have 19 certificates actually. But I didn't integrate it. I didn't know how to integrate it. So I had all this material in the world, and I knew what to tell people. I could tell people what they should do, but I didn't lead by example. And that's when I realized I have to do something different. Because how am I supposed to help people if I cannot even help myself getting the results that I want for myself? And that's actually where I realized that there's a guy called Bob Proctor in the world. And that's where I found the material. I found Bob Proctor, I found Earl Nightingale, I found Napoleon Hill, and I started studying it. And I started investing in myself. And when I did that, when I started investing in myself and understand how to apply this material, that's where my burning desire grew, because I knew I wanted to help people. So I went all in, you guys. My burning desire became an obsession to help other people. And in 6 months, I realized the goal I have set in my mind, because our brain cannot tell the difference between what is real and what is imagined. So I imagined and envisioned so many beautiful things for myself. And I saw myself on stages, and I saw myself helping people. And that's where I realized that I could do whatever I wanted. So in 6 months, I created my dream job. I got the job, and I actually told the guy that I worked for, I told him, I'm going to be the Bob Proctor I said, I'm going to be what Bob Proctor was for Earl Nightingale to you. And I became that. So for 3 years, I worked for this guy where I actually realized a lot of my dreams. But then I felt inside of me again, now I have to grow. Christina, your soul wants to express itself. And every person who wins in any undertaking must be willing to burn his ships and cut all sources of retreat. Only by doing so can one be sure of maintaining that state of mind, known as a burning desire to win, essential to success. I had a great life. I loved it. I could have done it for a lot of years, but I felt that my soul didn't express itself as it was supposed to. And that's where I found Napoleon Hill Institute. And I knew, because my heart was telling me, and if there's one thing I'm so good at, it is to follow my heart and follow my intuition. So I knew, okay, Christina, now it's time for you to grow again. It's time for you to burn all of your ships. And to be honest, guys, I didn't know that I will get the success I have right now with this, but I knew that I got to jump. So I invested all my money again with faith and trust that everything will turn out well. And I was going to become a mom as well. So I burned all my ships. I didn't know where my income sources should come from, but I went all in with Napoleon Hill Institute because the mission, I fell in love with the mission, okay? I really did. So that's where I made the decision to go all in on Napoleon Hill Institute. So what did I do? I made a vision board. So I've seen a lot of things happening with the Napoleon Hill Institute. So I knew that I wanted to be on stage, and I knew that I wanted to, I saw the live events they had online. So I did this little image. You see, it was from August 30. When was it? In August, some date. I don't know, see it because it's too small. 2023. And then I did this, I edited myself. So it looked like I was actually being interviewed. And that's what I am right now. But it wasn't by coincidence. I created it. I created the images in my mind. I got emotionally involved with it. I got a burning desire to make a change here. And that's how I created it. And then I even did, you can see, it says New York to film with Cleona and the NHI team. And then it's from December on the 31st, I think, 2023. And in January, I was in New York with the team to film. But it wasn't by coincidence. I created my own reality because I remember every day, I remind myself of what I just told you in the beginning. Your mind cannot tell the difference between what is real and what is imagined, you guys. And that's the beautiful thing about this. This is my story, but you can do the same. The laws work for me and they will work for you. It's law. This is how I did it. And then I have a video to share even.
Hey, Christina.
Yes.
How do you feel?
I feel amazing. I just dropped my keys.
You're driving a Porsche.
I'm driving a Porsche.
And where are you?
And I'm in New York.
New York.
New York. This is actually, this was part of my vision. I saw this.
So this was also a part of my vision. I saw this. I saw myself driving this Porsche. I remember I've seen a video of Kiara and Cleona in the car, and I was like, I'm gonna drive that car as well. So it's all, it's all in my mind. It all starts here. As Napoleon Hill says, if you can conceive it in your mind and believe it, you can achieve it. You can achieve it. So remember who you are. Remember who you are. We don't have to discover who we are. A lot of people, they say you have to discover who you are. But really, you have to remember who you are, because that little child inside of you, that little child who allowed themselves to dream, that little child is within us all. And we have to remember who we are, because we came to earth with a purpose. And I really believe that. And my purpose is to be right here where I am right now. So luck is truly when preparedness meets opportunity. But the question is, are you prepared? I was prepared. I create my own luck. I was prepared to meet the opportunity, but I was also prepared to take action when I met the opportunity. And I was willing to burn all my ships. Because I know that we have the opportunity. When we meet the opportunity, we gotta take it and we gotta go all in. Whatever it takes. Was it scary when I did it? Absolutely. People ask me, Christina, where are you going to get your money from? How are you going to do it? Are you sure that you should do it? I remember my mom even saying, like, are you going to invest all this money in yourself again? Are you sure you can do it? But I didn't listen to the noise. You know what I listened to? I listened to the peace of mind that reminded me, your mind cannot tell the difference between what is real and what is imagined. So I used my imagination and I started creating all these beautiful visions. And that's why I'm here. And that is how I do it. And that's how you can do it too. But you gotta start seeing, you gotta remember who you are and seeing your best self, because you have that side of you as well, right? You have that side of you as well. And I want to talk to that person, that side of you today. Because you need to allow yourself to dream and not let the noise in this world get to you, because that's when we start to drift. And if there's one thing we can't afford to do in this life, it is to drift. So really, really think, what are you dreaming of? And what do you want to create in this world? Because you can have it. If you can, like Cleona says, if you can hold it in your mind, you can hold it in your hand. If you can see it in your mind, you can hold it in your hand. That was Bob Proctor who said it. Okay? Remember that. Remember who you are. That's my slides.
Amazing. Amazing. I love this story because this just happened. This is not like 10 years ago. This is literally within months. Christina, you have manifested. See, I always consider myself a powerful manifester. And then I met you and I'm like, you remind me of me in so many ways. And the thing about you, if you all pay attention, so there's a formula in Christina's actions and her way of being. Obviously, she has done the work. You've invested in yourself. You have built your belief through studying every day. The thing that I love about you, Christina, is your heart of service. You see, Christina operates with, she's always putting the client first. She's always saying, how can I be of service? How can I help? She doesn't have a getting mentality. She has a giving attitude, a giving mentality. And a lot of people get into this work, they're just focused on getting and getting and getting. That's not how the law works. Why do you think Christina's highly favored? Well, she is in some ways, but it's because she's working with the law. She's working with the law. You're working with the law, Christina. So as you were telling your story, I love to pull out principles and see what you're working with. What's Christina's formula? Like yesterday we had Kevin Fernandez's formula, right? It's so good. For you, I believe it's your heart of service. You always have a positive mental attitude. Like anyone that knows you, you hold firm. You have a positive mental attitude. You've highly developed your imagination. And we talked about higher faculties this week. Like you go to your imagination. You've built your belief and your faith by doing the work, studying every day, doing the work, and you have the ability to create what Napoleon Hill taught us is the first chapter of Think and Grow Rich, a burning desire. A burning desire. Now, I'm going to open it up for questions. Who has questions for Christina? And I will start with my question as well. How do you create your burning desire, Christina?
How I create my burning desire. I think it starts with my imagination. Like when I see these vivid images in my mind, I just love it. Like I feel like I wake up every day and then I get so much emotionally involved with my images that I feel like I'm already there. Like I love what Scott he shared. He shared it as well. Like I am in a certain point in my life where I live so much in my imagination. I get so emotionally involved with it because I love it. So I feel like I'm already there. Like that's why it's not like a lot of people, Kevin also talked about it yesterday. A lot of people, they're like, when I get there, I will be happy. When I get there, I'll be feeling like this. But like, I already feel it. I feel it now. I can't even like to be in my body right now and feel that. That's why I love it. I've become so obsessed with my idea. I'm thinking about it all the time. Some people would say too much, but like, I love it.
Yeah.
That's also why I could study. I say this to my Danish people all the time. I could study all day long because I love it so much. But in the end, it's also about action and applying it. So like to be able to live in that place of your mind where you love your vision so much and don't look at your circumstances. My circumstances could be anything, but I don't look at it. Like I just see my vision and then I go all in, then I go for it.
Wow. Wow. This is the secret. This is the secret. You're living from your imagination. You're holding loyal and you're holding firm with faith to the vision. I hope you all understand what she's telling you. This is so important. This is how we manifest everything. This is how she ended up in New York in a matter of weeks. She was in my house. We had a great time. She was playing with the dog. We went out to dinner every night. We were filming. We had the greatest time, and we're just getting started. We're just getting started. So this is what you're great at. And this week's whole seminar is about growing rich with peace of mind, right? And if we can learn to live from the inside out, like Christina has demonstrated to you all today, and I was actually talking to Scott this morning about this. And I'll just say it like it is. But people have what I call lazy thinking. Lazy thinking. A lot of people that are drifting, they don't have focused attention. They don't have focused thinking. They have lazy thinking. So they allow thoughts to come in from anywhere, from everyone, and they're not focused on what you just said, the vision. Holding firm to the vision in your mind. You're so great at it, Christina. You're so great at it. What advice would you give to anyone that's watching this that maybe they're lacking in confidence, maybe they are a little unsure of themselves, they lack self-belief? What advice would you give them?
I think it's about like finding people who have done what you want to do. Like that's what I love about mentors. Like when I found this quote that we could realize everything we set our mind to, then I found mentors. Then I really looked for people who have done what I wanted to do. And then I started to go all in. Then I started investing in myself. I believe that the best thing we can do for ourselves is doing something that has to do with our growth. So people that lack self-confidence, find people who have the results you want.
Yeah.
Really do that. Find people who have the results you want. And then, as Kevin said yesterday, be humble. Be humble. It's one of my biggest values to be humble. Stay humble. No matter how big results you're getting, always be that person. It shows so much character that you can, be at all levels of life, but also still see people in the same eyesight. How do you say that in English?
Same eyes. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So we have some questions coming in. There's some in Danish and I can't read them. You're going to have to read them. So Christina manifested becoming the president of the Danish division, which is in such a short time. How quick did you do it again?
I did it. We had a conversation about it pretty quickly, but that's also because I said what I wanted. But I think in 6 months as well.
6 months. 6 months.
Yeah.
There you go. And yes, she is. She's a humble, confident leader. Okay. We have a question from Emil. And he says, what other steps did you take as you stepped out on faith to end up where you are?
Okay, so I got my burning desire. I made the decision to go all in, burned my ships. I took a gold card. I have my gold card. It said back then, it said, I'm so grateful. I'm so happy and grateful now that I'm the leader of Napoleon Hill Institute, the Danish division, and I'm earning X or more every month. It is so, thank you. That's it. Then I wrote it down, and then I did my visions. I did my vision board. I created it. I need to see it visually. So the more you can see it visually, the better. So I did that. And then I got emotionally involved with it every day, not just mechanic. Like I see most people, they do it. They start to do this material in a mechanic way. So they don't see the results because they are like all the time thinking, why don't I see any results? And then they get impatient, right? So one of the steps is also to have patience, because even though that you can't see it, yet you should still believe it's here, right? If you believe that it's already manifested, then you should be patient. So the moment we actually lose that patience, we have lost belief.
Yes. Yes. And I believe that we're demonstrating a lack of faith. When
Exactly.
we're impatient, I've been studying this for so long and testing all of this. When you're impatient, you've got a bad attitude, and you're like, oh, it's not here yet. We've actually delayed the manifestation. We've delayed attracting to us what we required for the physical manifestation. We've delayed it because we're showing a lack of faith. And Napoleon Hill talks about applied faith. What is applied faith, Christina?
Applied faith is when you are tested. I love that you always talk about faith as a test. You are testing your belief. So when you have faith and then you have a test, then the test is, okay, do you believe in this or don't you believe in it?
Mm-hmm.
So I'm tested all the time if I have faith. And the moment I do the opposite of what my intuition is telling me to do, then I don't, what is it called? Then I don't pass the test.
Yes. Yes. It's true. It's true. And you'll learn the hard way. You'll learn the hard way.
You learn. Yeah. Please listen to your intuition always.
Always. Get enough information. Get the details, and then make a quick decision, as we learned today about decision, and then go with your intuition. Always make decisions from that place. If you don't, you'll regret it. I've regretted it so many times when I didn't listen to my intuition. If she didn't listen to her intuition, she wouldn't have came to Napoleon Hill Institute. She wouldn't have came to my house and wouldn't have came to New York that time, and you wouldn't have grown your coaching business so fast.
Exactly.
Right? So that's called applied faith, listening to your intuition and taking action. So let's see. We have another question here that is a good one. Let's see. In what ways do you find like-minded individuals or people?
In what way do you find like-minded individuals? I just attract it, to be honest. Like when you are in the right frequency, when you are in the right vibration, then you attract people. I never chase things. I really never chase things. I surrender. And then if there's something I need in my life, or I want a connection, or if there's people I want, then I just ask for it. Then I just ask for it. Then I say, okay, now I got it. I need a connection, or now I want to find like-minded people. Then I tell myself, okay, now this is what I want. And then I start taking action.
Mm-hmm. Yes. And then obviously in the Institute, you're surrounded by like-minded individuals and people.
Exactly. That's what I love about the Institute. There's so many beautiful people here. And what I also love is, like, I thought about it yesterday. I absolutely love to see all the replays, Fiona. If you see the replays of people, it's insane. I wrote it to Christina Nevins as well, like to see her growth on the calls. You can see people growing on the calls. It's just amazing.
From last year till today. You know what? I haven't done that. I need to go do that.
It's so good. I love that. I had to share it today as well. Like, it's so beautiful to see people's growth here at the Institute. Like, you can see the change in them. You can see the change in the energy. Like, they get paradigm shifts at the calls. You can see it clicking for them. Even myself, I remember a paradigm shift for me. Like, I love to see that, to watch my change in my energy, to see that shift, and that everybody. Otherwise, I would have been somewhere else. I got my spirit was seeking to express itself more. That's where I attracted this.
Yes. You live these principles. You live these laws. Like you just, if there's one person I can say this, who always lives the law, it's you. And I know you're going to do incredible things, and I know you're just getting started, and I can see the growth in you in less than 7-8 months. My God, imagine a year from now. Well, Bob used to say you need a telescope to look back at where you've come from, and you're just getting started. So let me see if I have any more questions. Somebody's asked, Do clients come to you or do you seek them out? I don't see their name.
That's the lovely thing. Like the more you start to live this material, the more you will attract clients.
Mm-hmm.
Because the way I actually get clients is that I get a hunch.
Mm-hmm.
And then I get this intuition, okay, I gotta follow it. And then I act on it. So it's effortless. I don't do much to get clients because it's effortless. I get a hunch, or what do you call it? Like my intuition is telling me, okay,
Yeah. It's a
yeah,
hunch.
it is a hunch,
Yeah.
right? Yeah. And then I act on it. Because if I didn't act on it, results wouldn't happen. So every time I get that intuition or that little voice inside saying, like, you have to do this, then I do it. But most people, they don't do it.
And they don't do it because they're afraid. And that's
Exactly.
We're going to talk about the fear tomorrow. We're going to talk about it. And it's the same with me. It's the same with me. I don't violate a hunch. It's called violating a hunch. If you have asked the universe, God, whatever you believe in, source, if you have asked for, just like Christina wrote her goal card, she's written it down. She's asking the universe, God, for this. And then you're like, I want this. And you write it in present tense, like we had you all do. And then you get a hunch. Okay, Cleona, go do this. Cleona, go do that. And you don't do it. Then you're violating the messages that God's giving you. The universe is sending you signals. Your gut feeling. You know it. You feel it. And you get it. You go do this. Make that phone call. Send that email. Go down the other street. Don't drive down this road today. These are all intuitive nudges and impulses, as Napoleon Hill calls it, and hunches from infinite intelligence, right? So if we ignore them and we don't take action on them, we're violating what we asked for. We're saying, God, I don't trust you. And for me, that's not acceptable. That's non-negotiable. Because if I'm going to ask the divine infinite intelligence, God, whatever you all believe in, you know there's a higher power. If I'm going to ask for X, Y, and Z and I don't listen and follow through, then I'm disloyal. I'm disloyal to God. I'm disloyal to myself. I'm disloyal to my soul. And that's what I love about you, Christina, because you are very loyal to your hunches like me. And this is why I've done well in my life. And I know I'm just getting started, and so are you. But this is so important. This is so important. You and I are very alike. We're very alike. And it's amazing. I'm so excited about what we're creating. So it's so important that you're all understanding this. Christina, tell us about where we go from here. Tell us about your vision for Denmark. And if you can, speak a little Danish to our Danish people. I love you all. I can't wait to come to Denmark. We're planning at the end of the summer. We're going to do an in-person event out there. And I can't wait to meet everyone in Denmark. Tell us about your vision.
Så vi kommer til Danmark i august, så det skal I glæde jer rigtig meget til. No, that was just about saying that we are going to Denmark in August. But my vision, to be honest, that's the thing. Like, we have so many beautiful things. I have the most beautiful vision. It's gonna be amazing. But to be honest, that's what I don't do. Like, I don't share my visions. I don't share my visions.
Okay.
I keep them secret because that's what I found out. Every time that I'm spilling something before it happens, then it doesn't happen.
Okay.
So that's great. So actually, I'm keeping it for myself, but I can tell you all that my purpose is to be right here, and it's a beautiful future, and it's gonna be amazing. And yeah, watch us, because you will remember our names, because it will be huge, and it's gonna be absolutely incredible. And yeah, I feel, to be honest, people laughed at me when I told this, but I feel like being at the Napoleon Hill Institute from this beginning, this is just the beginning. This is going to be huge. You have the most beautiful opportunity to already change your life with us right now. And to have that incredible opportunity, it's like, yeah, it's so beautiful. Like, to find your purpose, to get help. If you haven't found your definite major purpose in life, this is the place. This is the place where you will find it. We will help you, and then we help you to live it as well.
Yes. Yes.
And we have the formula.
We have the formula. Napoleon, thank you so much. Napoleon Hill, he gave it to us. He left the formula. He organized the information for us. And then he gave it, and Bob Proctor studied it and shared it with us. He was my mentor. And so now we are on a mission to bring it to millions and then billions of lives because we have the formula. So I appreciate that you don't want to share your vision because, Napoleon does talk about that. Keep it secret if it feels right. Don't share it because people might talk you out of it. I, on the other hand, do it differently. I share my vision because I hold myself accountable. And I'm like, I don't care what they say. But that's because I've mastered, the ghosts of fear, 6 ghosts of fear. I've mastered them. I live in faith. I live in complete faith, complete knowingness now. So my vision with you're right there with me, and our beautiful, amazing, powerful coaches, heart-centered coaches. We're going out all over the world. And I hear Napoleon Hill's message, and this is what he wanted to do. Napoleon, there's recordings of Napoleon Hill saying these words. He wanted to bring this information to millions of people. He wanted to create tens of thousands of coaches all over the world to teach this material, bring it to the schools, bring it onto mainstream movies, TVs, media, into the homes, into the businesses. This is what he wanted to do, and we're doing it. It's happening, and we'll do it together. So we need a lot of help. We need a lot of leaders. We need people who have a calling in their heart, a burning desire, just like Christina did. And she's going to lead Denmark incredibly. I know you will, and I know you're going to do an amazing job. So what advice would you give to anyone that maybe is considering joining us, maybe for coaching or becoming a coach, having their own coaching business?
You know what? I've thought about that before entering this call today. And, it's Leap Day today, right?
Oh my God, it's Leap Day.
It's Leap Day.
I forgot.
So you got to take a leap of faith.
Oh, wow.
You got to take a leap of faith. Like, you are never doubting. Like, that's what I love about this material, because it's about remembering who you are. So when you hear these talks, when you hear us talking, and if you feel your heart is like reminding you of who you truly are, and you're not living that version of yourself yet, then you are in the right place. Then we can help you. And then it's going to be scary. You're going to hear fearful thoughts. But you know what? If you didn't do it, then I wouldn't be here. If I didn't, I was so afraid. I was up standing in my couch when I made the decision because I had that voice inside of me. I knew, my heart knew it before I made the decision intellectually. But then I made the decision intellectually, and then it was all peace of mind because I knew it was in alignment with who I am and who I wanted to become. It was on purpose. So it. There's no doubt. The only thing that is doubting is like your thoughts about, oh no, if I want to work with them, how much is it going to cost? How much time is it going to take? Can I really do it? Will I get success with it? Like all these questions about how, but you shouldn't even care about the how. The how will take care of itself. If you just make the decision, if you make up your mind to say to yourself, okay, this is what I want. This is what I really like. This is what I feel deep inside of my heart. This is where I want to be.
You just brought me back in time. I just went on a little trip while you were talking. And, I haven't visited that moment till right now. When I made my decision, like you, Christina, to become a coach, could you imagine I didn't make that decision? The Napoleon Hill Institute is here because I made a decision. But that decision came from a 4 years prior decision. And that was to invest in becoming a coach and owning my own coaching business. And it was quite a significant number for me back then. It was, I think double or triple of what we charge here to be a coach. And I remember I was so afraid too, Christina. I was so afraid. I'm like, what am I doing? But I knew I had that inner knowing. This material changed my life. These principles saved my life. Therefore, I have a responsibility, just like you do. You can't just keep this to yourself and say, oh, I'm just going to manifest and have a great life. And I know how the mind works now. 95% of the world don't know how the mind works. That is scary. There are people out there drifting in pain, in poverty, and they don't even know how the subconscious mind works. They don't even know that their voice, their words are creating their reality. They don't know their thoughts create their reality. We have a lot of work to do. So obviously, some of you will have this calling to be a coach as well, but maybe you don't. Maybe you want to work on yourself. Maybe you want to grow your business, and we have mentorship for you. We can help you there as well. Christina, I'm so proud of you. I love working with you. I feel so close to you, and I look forward to growing this company with you worldwide, and especially I love to meet our Danish friends as well.
I just wanted to say thank you for everything, Kiona. Like, I know that we are going to do beautiful things, and I'm just so grateful for Napoleon Hill Institute. And to be honest, like, that's why I wake up happy every day. It's amazing. Like, I know every day I envision like how we are transforming and healing people's lives all over the world from stages, and it's gonna be absolutely amazing. And you guys are here already now, and your life will be changed.
Yes.
So I just want to say thank you for having made that decision once, because otherwise we haven't been here.
Yeah. Do it even when you're afraid. Do it. Whoever's watching this, close your eyes when you're making a decision. Get the information, and then close your eyes, and then tap into your intuition, and ask the question, and you'll hear a silent, beautiful, peaceful voice, usually your own voice, and it will tell you what to do. That's how you make a decision. And then what will happen, you'll hear that voice, it'll tell you what to do as you move forward, but then another voice will come in soon after. And that's not your voice. That's the voice of the program, the voice of the paradigm, which is usually fear-based. So some of you don't know the difference yet between intuition and the paradigm, the programmed self. Always remember that the paradigm's voice is fear-based. It's usually fear. It's something to do with doubt and worry. It's from a negative, lower place. Your intuition is always from a place of higher self, of goodness, of service. It's always for the greater good. Ask yourself those questions. Is this for the greater good? Do I want this? Tap in, close your eyes, and you will feel it and you'll know it. That's what you do, Christina, right?
Exactly.
Kirsten said she's one of your clients, right, in Denmark, isn't it?
Yes, she is.
She's beautiful.
Oh, that's amazing.
She is so beautiful. I have met so many amazing people from Denmark in the Institute because of you. And don't be making me cry. You know I'm a crier too. Stop it. It's
no,
like,
but it's what?
Go ahead.
Sorry.
Go
no,
ahead.
you go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say, like, I remember when Bob was alive, and we would do events, and he would say, "I wish I could bottle this up and inject it into people." And now I never knew what he meant. I'm like, what does he mean? Now I get it. Now I get it. When you live this way and you live without fear, most of your days without fear, doubt, and worry, it's true freedom. It's peace of mind. It's peace of mind. And you have peace of mind. I have peace of mind. And yes, I want to bottle it up and inject it to the whole wide world with your help.
Yes, absolutely. I'm coming to Denmark to do an event with Christina and Kiona. Absolutely, Kevin. I cannot wait. It's going to be amazing.
Amazing. All right.
I feel so much love right now.
Me
It's
too.
just-
Me too.
It's
Do you feel
just
it?
so beautiful. Yeah, I feel it. And all the beautiful messages. Thank you so much, you guys. It's just incredible. And that's what I love about this. Like, we can never take credit for people's successes. We are just guides here. We are just helping them. We are just guiding them on their path. But in the end, like, we're just helping you remember who you are.
That's it.
That's it.
That's it. We're helping you remember who you really are. We're helping you tap into that inner voice. This is where peace of mind comes from. Then we're helping you live by certain principles in a certain way. And that's when all the magic starts to happen. You start attracting things, just like Christina is a master manifester. Your belief grows, your faith grows, you're happier, and then you'll start attracting more money, and every other area of your life gets better and better. How great is this? As Napoleon says, this is not work, it's a labor of love. It's a labor of love. I'm
Yeah,
so
and we
grateful.
get to do it every day. Like, yeah, I thank God, universe, whatever you want to call it, every day, and that's what we all should, like, giving thanks for our lives. Like, we are alive, guys. But you gotta remember to live life. You only have one life as far as we know it, and we gotta make it the best of it. So let us help you. If you don't live life with peace of mind, you need help, and we are here to help you. We needed help once as well, and we were not too proud to admit it. We admitted it to ourselves. We were honest, and then we just said, okay, we need guidance, we need help. So we found the people who helped us, and now, today, we are here because we got the help we needed, and now we want to serve others.
Yes. It's a duty. It's a duty. It's a purpose. And we can't ignore it. Yes, love is flowing from the screen today. Yes, I agree. I hope you all feel this because it's genuine. You'll feel her heart. You'll feel my heart because this is where everything we're saying is coming from the heart. And we just want people to get this. We want people to live this way. It's the best way to live. It really is. Living in faith, not in fear, and going for your destiny. What were you called here to do on earth? Every one of you were given a specific purpose. I call it a soul code. Every one of you have a soul code. You were put on earth to get the job done. And we help you get the job done by remembering who you are. Isn't that right? So, Christina,
Yes.
thank you. I'm so grateful for you. We're just getting started, my friend. And I can't wait to keep doing these with you. Christina's going to be on the calls too over the next few days. So if you book a call, you might get to work with Christina or me or Jeffrey. We'll see. So make sure you get in touch with us. Any final words? What would you like to share before we go? We're going to put on a video too on faith.
Be free. Be free and remember who you are. And then thank you from the bottom of my heart. Like, I don't feel like I have enough words to express my gratitude. I'm so grateful for you, and I'm so grateful that I get to do this every day with the Napoleon Hill Institute and you.
I'm so grateful too. Now I'm tearing up. I have to go away and hide. Okay. Thank you, Christina. I love you. I'm grateful for you. Let's keep doing the work. Let's help as many souls as possible. Let's keep serving. Let's get this message out there so that people can live on purpose. The Napoleon Hill Institute's mission is so that we can help millions and then billions live on purpose, in prosperity, with peace of mind. So we're going to watch a video on faith. Thank you, love, and I'll see you all soon. I'll see you tomorrow, 12 o'clock.
Picture faith as an invisible bridge suspended over the abyss of uncertainty. It's the bridge that connects our aspirations to reality, allowing us to traverse the chasm of doubt and fear. Faith is an intangible force that resides deep within the human spirit. The unwavering belief in something greater than ourselves. It's the profound trust in the unseen the conviction that there is meaning and purpose beyond what the eye can perceive. Faith is not blind. It is the conviction born of experience and understanding. It's a harmony between the rational mind and the deeper realms of intuition, a harmony that enables us to move forward with confidence even when the road ahead is uncertain. It's the unwavering candle in the darkest of nights, casting a gentle glow on our path when all else seems obscured. It's the beacon that beckons us forward when we navigate life's stormy seas. In essence, faith is the melody of our hearts, a wellspring of inner strength that enables us to embrace life's mysteries with open arms, to dance with the unknown, and to find beauty within the journey itself.